Hey guys, it's Colleen with EverythingJerseyCity.com here to interview the mayor today. We're going to talk about some of his initiatives, the arts community, and even his favorite pizza. Come on. Good morning. Thank you, Mayor Fulop, for sitting down with EverythingJerseyCity.com today. We really appreciate your time. I know you're super busy, especially coming off of your big win. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We heard that it's the first time in almost a century that a mayor has won third re-election here.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
You know, I'm excited. I'm thankful for our team. I'm thankful for the residents. I'm just really grateful to have the opportunity to continue. You know, the city is a special place, so you know, we're excited about what the next 4 years will bring.
Yeah, and you said yourself it's a special place. What do you think makes Jersey City so special?
I mean, it's an amazing community with lots of different pockets of diversity and different constituencies and immigrants coming from all over the world. It is a city with a lot of history that people are proud of. It's in a really important geographic area in the world. And you put all those things together and it creates this really special dynamic city, which we're privileged to be living in.
So back when you were first deciding to run for mayor, what made you decide to go for that position?
Well, at that point I was on the council for 2 terms, so I had a pretty good perspective on the legislative process, what I liked, what I didn't like, what I thought could do better. You know, at that point we figured that the next step in order to really move the city forward was trying to really steer some of those big initiatives, and so decided to run for mayor, won in an upset, and you know, I've been here since then.
Great. And this whole time, so you've been here a while now, what has been a favorite memory of yours that was created in Jersey City?
You know, look, I feel like the majority of my adult life, it's not a feel, it's a fact, has been here in Jersey City. You know, I proposed to my wife here. My kids took their first steps here. You know, my wife has grown her business here. I feel like I've grown up personally in Jersey City as my life has changed very much into the public. But, you know, the memories are countless. And on a personal front, so you know, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. This is going to be my home till I die, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to live here.
Wonderful. And speaking, so be here till you die, but you know, you're
yep.
raising your children here.
Yeah.
What is something like your favorite family thing to do in Jersey City?
Yeah. Well, look, I bring my son everywhere I can on weekends, in particular. You know, there's a lot of different playgrounds, there's the restaurants. I bring him everywhere because I try to expose him to as much as possible. My daughter's a little younger, so she's 1, so she can't really appreciate yet all the different things. But you know, look, every weekend it's me and Jackson, that's my little guy, and we go to all my events, and he's a part of it. And you know, I hope that he grows up with an appreciation for public service and for sure an appreciation for all that the city has to offer.
Great. Actually, going off of that, we have retained our title as the most diverse city in the country.
Yeah.
Once again, why is that important to Jersey City to have that title, and why is it important to use that to help the community and have our city grow?
Yeah, I don't know if the title is the most important thing. You just want to ultimately continue to have a diverse community here that has a lot of different communities living together. It really embodies a lot of the things that this country is founded on. The title is nice recognition, of course, for that, but the city, whether it's number 1 or number 3 or number 5 or number 1, as it fluctuates, is less relevant than the fact that we have this really, really great dynamic city with all these immigrant communities here. And over the years it's changed, where it's no longer maybe the Polish and Irish and Italian immigrants that are coming here. It's more South American communities or communities from the Middle East, but nevertheless the core backbone of an immigrant community is still part of Jersey City today. And so it's important because people want to live in a city that is a city that offers a lot of different things, from creative to food to job opportunities, and a more diverse city obviously represents and offers more of those things.
Great. And going back to raising your kids here, why is it important to you to raise your children in the most diverse city?
Right. I want them to be exposed to all of these different things that Jersey City has to offer. My family's an immigrant family, and they came here because of a lot of what this country represents. And my grandfather was working in a factory here in Jersey City, living in Brooklyn. They came through Ellis Island. All of the immigrant stories that Jersey City has today, I mean, my family's part of that, and I want my kids to really appreciate that. So being in Jersey City is great for them, I think, and certainly a great place to raise a family.
Wonderful. Okay, so going back to re-election, what are some of your most pressing goals that you would love to see happen for 2022?
So I think there's the two biggest priorities are the inclusionary zoning ordinance, which we hope to introduce on the council agenda in December. That's number one, and that's going to set aside a significant amount of affordable housing to make sure that the city remains affordable for the residents that are here. We've come to a good agreement with Fair Share Housing on a model ordinance, and so that will be introduced in December. And the second part is, really improving the schools and working closely with the Board of Education, making sure that they're using their resources properly and trying to control the tax increases that they've kind of levied on the regular residents the last couple of years.
Great. Okay. And also over the past few years, what has been an initiative that you've just been extremely proud of?
Yeah, so we have a lot to be proud of here. I think that you have a lot of transformational projects, whether it's Bayfront, which is 35% affordable housing, or we're creating, the next science center for the 21st century, which is kind of Sci-Tech City and all that that has to offer. Later this week, the Pompidou will be in Jersey City talking about their expansion in Journal Square. That's really exciting. The city has a lot going on, and all of those projects I've been very, very involved in, and we're looking forward to seeing them through to completion. But they're at a point today where they're far enough along that I'm certain that they're going to all materialize as we envision them initially.
Great. And speaking of the arts, I've lived here for a few years now, and what drew me to Jersey City was kind of the arts community.
Great.
And I just love everything that's been just steamrolling ahead. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
What's your favorite mural?
Oh, what's my favorite mural? Probably the Cobra mural or the Shepherd Ferry mural, because I was very involved with both those artists, and they've become friends along the way. And both of those are very, very prominent, and I think that they've elevated all of the artwork in Jersey City and the local artists, because they've been able to attach national attention that we wouldn't have been able to get otherwise.
Yeah, and then, so Pompidou we talked about. What other initiatives for the arts are coming in the next few years?
The Arts Trust Fund's a big deal, so that'll start this year, but the grants will be given out later this year, and that's going to help some of the local nonprofits in the arts community realize some of the longer-term goals and projects that they wanted to do. So it's not a grant to keep the lights on per se, it's a grant to say, hey, this organization wants to expand to do XYZ with kids in this part of the city, and then the city would be supportive of that, or this trust fund would be supportive of that via these grants. So we'll be the first in the country doing it in this way. It's a small tax on the average taxpayer, but it'll create kind of a long-term sustainable model for artists to live and work here.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I feel like a lot of what's being accomplished is for the arts. I see a lot of great green initiatives happening as well. The composting program I'm part of, it's wonderful.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's great. He comes on the bike, we have a conversation.
Ollie, it's great.
I dump my trash.
Yeah.
It's perfect. But so going off of that, what other kind of initiatives are we looking forward to being a greener city as well?
Yeah, look, on the sustainability front, we're doing a lot. We figured, we put together a master plan that we're just trying to kind of execute on. We are planting more trees every single year than we have before. Right before COVID, we started a program to incentivize private developers to build greener. And the timing was pretty poor, just, COVID happened and we didn't really get that up and running, but we'd like to kind of see that actually happen. And so I think all of these little things together kind of, will continue to kind of create Jersey City as this model for sustainability. We've been recognized nationally. We just want to continue on that track and do our small part in making sure that we're controlling climate change where we can.
Appreciate it. And then kind of, so because we are the most diverse city, we also have a lot of diverse food.
Yeah.
What is your favorite restaurant or favorite place to eat in Jersey
Oh,
City?
it's a bad question for me because there's one winner and lots of losers when I say that. But you know, look, we spend a lot of time on Newark Avenue. Obviously we have a great history of the Indian American community here, so we spend a lot of time there. We're very proud of that. And then some of the restaurants down here I frequent, of course. I mean, I'm at the Latham House for brunch every Sunday, it seems like. I feel like it's the best brunch in Jersey City. You know, we like Kitchen Step. We like, I mean, the list goes on and on. So, and there's some great restaurants in the Heights now as well, close to where I live. And Bread and Salt is there. I prefer their hours. We're a little bit more flexible, but it's I don't control that.
You have to wait, and then you can get just whatever you can. I'm always just happy to get anything that they have
I mean,
left
I don't know what's going on there. Like they are only open during select hours of Thursday and
Yep.
Saturday, and you have to
I know.
order by Tuesday,
You have to wait.
and whatever they're doing, it's working for them.
Yeah,
So,
that's great.
but the point is that you're seeing more and more great restaurants open throughout different neighborhoods, which is good.
Of course. And what's your favorite pizza? You have to have one favorite pizza.
You know, the pizza that I'm most at, because it's easiest, is Larry and Joe's, okay? So that's where I'm at the most, and I just like the owners and the family there. I think obviously Raza and Bread and Salt are probably the most well-known, but to me, I'm happy with Larry and Joe's.
Thank you so much for taking time to talk to everythingjerseycity.com today. We really appreciate your time and sharing a little bit of yourself with me.
Thank you.
So that was so great hearing about new initiatives straight from the mayor. Thank you so much for joining me on this.